Vou continuar o ensinamento. É claro, qualquer um pode ouvir. O propósito específico é para que seja para a Sangha. É para ver o que vale a pena, o que vale mais a pena, o que faz a vida valer a pena, para perceber isso, para reconhecer isso. Não só fazer uma viagem hinduísta, uma viagem muçulmana, todo tipo de viagem no mundo, uma viagem hippie, e o que mais? Existem todos os tipos de viagem. Então você faz isso enquanto tem interesse. Depois faz outra coisa. E no final vem a morte. E nesse momento a vida termina dessa maneira. Quando você examina, sua vida terminou. Então você vai para os reinos inferiores. Se você não tiver vivido a sua vida com um bom coração, com uma mente positiva, é assim. É como verificar a comida no restaurante. Na Índia e no Nepal, há muita comida que é vendida na rua. Você pega esta, pega aquela, pega o que vê. Então muitas pessoas ficam doentes depois disso. Então você experimenta isso, experimenta aquilo. Experimenta várias coisas. E aí sua vida termina quando a morte chega, se foi. Se você quer que você tenha feito coisas boas ou coisas ruins, a vida se foi. Então, de qualquer forma, você precisa ser cuidadoso. Eu já disse antes, mas vou repetir.
Whatever your life is involved in this life, wrong views, as regards wrong views, wrong religion, wrong view, all the like sacrificing animals that regard good things for your happiness. You go to heaven or something like that. Or I'm just giving example, but no wrong view is not just on that. Yeah, for example, there's no karma. Reincarnation karma. There is no Four Noble Truths. There is no Buddha Sangha. There is no such thing. All that heretical being or barbarian or all kinds of wrong views and so not analyzed well and. Even when you buy clothing, when you buy material, when you have food, you check quality. You check quality, even food, what you want is more delicious. And, so materials, you look for quality. Diamond, you don't just buy. I mean, most people, you don't buy, you see, you buy it. No, don't. We check qualities. People who do shopping, they do like that. I mean, some people might do that, but there's, as many old students knows, Max Relic. When he was director of Tushita, samsara. So he was the director. Then he has built a stupa for Geshe, my teacher, my first teacher, Baksa Geshe Rinpoche. So next come as I collect with the Geshe to verify. So build a stupa down below Tushita, one small stupa. So then during this time, much difficulty with the workers, Indian workers, so much problem. I don't know. It depends where how he does work. I don't know. So much problem. That was during Lama's stupa. It was built during his time while he was dying. Anyway. Or you went to another Lama or some monk who knew, then gave the drawing of the stupa, and then he went to somebody else, and he said, wrong, that was wrong, not right, and he went, then he went to somebody else, and he said, wrong, then, so he had been grateful. Then finally, I asked, so it was, I mean, most come people, the Lama, so of course, must be valid, you know. So I imagined, well, temperature was there, I imagined, 2 days, he spent 2 days, one big room like this, he covered the whole white cloth with the temperature of 2 days. So proportion of stupa. But Rinpoche did not find the book that has got links here. Down below the third will Dharma, then the links here. So mix 2 things. As I build in the market, the Melogan, you know, so like that. So Japji Tsenshab is the Labrang. Yes, he has a book, but it's gone down beside the entire to build the stupa. So, not the book build the stupa, the book. Because people need to build the stupa. So I didn't get it. So Rinpoche said, better to have some reference. So Rinpoche drew called Rongta and Sarasya Lama, you know, his past life, you know, in Delhi who lived. Yeah, so no past life. So according to previous lives, proportion. So all the lower part is big, but the certain gold to them is very tiny. So Rinpoche did that. Rinpoche thought it better to have reference. So I spent 2 days. But then I thought, well, then I can have people stupa. Again people will criticize, again you will regret. It's no good. So then, because it was originally, because we were supposed to build a stupa on the top of the hill, Kopan. So I didn't have a connection, Dharma connection with Serkong Tsenshab Rinpoche. In India, he took the teaching lembrando pastor enlargement, dad and something else. So anyway, so I went to see Rinpoche about one benefactor's house. And then Rinpoche explained, and he said he didn't learn from somebody. He looked at the text. I mean, he just looked at the text, and at the bottom of the banner, there's some difficulties. So he said, otherwise he did by himself. So that's which is the ngong, he helped. Then I went to, I don't think I asked him, but the ngong was sent to build. So that much is the ngong build the stupa, Lama Yeshe stupa, the Tushita. So the day when finished the stupa, put the umbrella, put the umbrella on top, the sun, yeah, there was the moon sun. So the definition, light rain came, sunny and light rain came, and Lama also came, the incarnation of Lama Yeshe, you see, Lama also came. Right after that, right after we finished Rupa, so came, the incarnation came to Tushita. All this happened. So I believe that, I believe normally, if you build a stupa quicker, then the Lama reincarnation comes back quicker. That's I believe, faith. So either you build stupa outside, or either you build a stupa with silver or copper or things inside, you know. So like that. So that was the next relic time when the time. Then I told people to get it up and strip it down below. There's so much problem with workers. Then I think he went to tell Gita Century, but I don't know what he told. He said, not Gita. Then I think he brought so many problems, that I gave him jobs. And I think the Rinpoche said, okay, you don't have to follow all the works, and yeah, so give him free. After that, so what's I going to say? Yeah, so no, helped because I know that, you know, Rinpoche has taught. His father is a Serkong Dorje Chang, the famous one in Tibet. Then after the Geshe, Mosteiro Kopan, with the great Lama Devo Monastery. Do Rinpoche. They give an answer together, I think, time within the moment. Great prayer festival organized by Lama Zopa. So then he went. He went to the mountains to very strict practice. To exercise the lembrando part, foundation then tantering. Very, by being so much hardship. Then it has reached very high realization. Very high realization. Lives the hermitage. Then I think His Holiness third Dalai Lama asked him to check the. He reached very high some path. So to the wisdom mother, yeah. So what? So then yeah, but it didn't do immediately. He was very shy and didn't do. So he sometimes asked for one time, two times, three times. Then slowly, then he accepted. So both of them, then they lived in the hermitage, renounced life, lived in the ascetic life, and well, you know, they actualized the rest of the path to enlightenment. So, yeah, great respect from Bhattad Dalai Lama to him. So that father is that, the Serkong Tsenshab Rinpoche. So he passed away, and reincarnated. The second one came to Nepal after Tibet lost to China. So Serkong Dorje Chang is Swayambhunath. So passed away. So now reincarnation there. So I follow a guru, their reincarnation. Why? Because I follow the guru, past Serkong Dorje Chang. Why? Because when we came from India, Baksa, to Nepal, we stayed about a year, something like months, near the stupa. So my first union was that. So we were Lama and Master, both we were staying upstairs, and then went downstairs the union. I think I might told the story in the past, but so in many ways this came by the way, so it doesn't matter. So benefit to the Zhang, from Zhang, upper palace of Tibet. So they believe that Trudor Rinpoche, the other Lama who lives in Mandushiri City or so he want, he's a benefit of Yungne, I think. He wanted to invite Trudor Rinpoche. Trudor Rinpoche practiced the most secret high girva. So they think, sometimes think he's corrupted or sort of not pure Giluba. And, practice Nyingmapa and something like that. But then monks, this is what they say, so they don't want to take Edma practice from him, because you have to take as a guru. If you take from whoever you take Edma practice. So then they want to invite Serkong Dorje Chang, take for Serkong Dorje Chang. So next morning, so Trudor Rinpoche was there, and Serkong Dorje Chang was there. Serkong Dorje Chang was going to give Edma practice. Then we were here on seat, and Serkong Dorje Chang didn't sit on throne, nothing, just on where the monks sit, just here. And the Rinpoche brought the text. He opened the text, and then he said, if you want to practice Dharma, if the Guru says, lick that kaka, I don't know exactly what it said, hot kaka, or lick that kaka, immediately without doubt, you go there and lick, like this dog licking. Rinpoche did exactly like that, lick kaka. Oh, that is when the Guru says, lick the kaka, all the doubt immediately go there, lick like this. That's what Rinpoche said. And then he put back the cover, then he left. He didn't do the Edma precepts. He put the cover, then he left. So he's a great yogi. You never know what he will do. Yes, during puja or so it's great enlightened being. Those yogi, this is a different level of yogis. That those yogis be enlightened being in the past, already enlightened. So yeah. So that was real teaching, the heart teaching. Heart is expressed out. The real heart, real most important advice of Dharma practice. What makes it to fully achieve enlightenment is that, everything that. So I took it. So it was so beneficial for the mind. So I took it as guru. I took Rinpoche as guru from that time. But there was a teachings given at home at Rinpoche when we met Rinpoche first time. Because I heard Rinpoche's story in Baksa, that he just all stories that that he appeared different places, things like that. Ministry, yeah, time. So there was a first student, Russian nun, Rydzewski, Princess Rydzewski. So she was with us and the Lama. we came to, was the Lama's tradition, we came to world, we came to in Nepal. We were going to go to Sri Lanka to start Mahana Center, but that was our Jina's plan, Jina came from there, so she just stayed 1 year. But so at that time, India and Russia were not the enemy each other, so couldn't go to Sri Lanka. So Lama decided to go to Nepal, where I came from. So yeah, so we were there was something in monastery nearly a year. So we went to see Rinpoche one day. So our trouble saw him near the stupa. So as we arrived at the house where Rinpoche was there, one simple monk came out to the steps. Simple monk came out, and we asked where the Serkong Rinpoche is. Rinpoche said, wait. Then I think he went to pee. I don't remember coming back. And then we went upstairs, the manager let us come. Then who was sitting there on the bed was Rinpoche that you met outside. Who said, wait, Rinpoche? When we said, Serkong Rinpoche, he said, wait, Rinpoche. He went, but he don't remember coming back. So there was Serkong Rinpoche. Then there was Jina's kind of habit, sort of, Well, there are many texts piled on the Rinpoche. So she asked, Rinpoche, can you read some of those texts? So, I know nothing, he Rinpoche said, I know nothing about it. And then the Rinpoche gave a talk, but it's extremely profound, so I didn't understand. I was supposed to be translating, but I don't think I was supposed to translate. I couldn't understand. So the essence was that even your guru is sitting on the floor there, think the Buddha when the Buddha is sitting there. You should think like that. The respect, all I mean, the guru thing, guru sitting Buddha. So that's only what I understood. But so something extremely profound. But the essence of what I understood, yeah. For this first time. So that happened, yeah. Yeah, so so the incarnation ticket yes, from past life with the Guru, then incarnation is yeah. So I requested Bajavani, even though I received number, but I don't say number times. Bajavani so many times from many lamas, but I asked to request him to. Because he told during the ceremony, Tibetan people there, the monastery, they said, oh, if you want Bajavani initiation, I've received blessings of Bajavani, so I can do that. I heard that he mentioned that. So I asked, So, but it didn't happen yet. So, yeah, so he says when he meets His Holiness, there's no fear at all. When you talk to His Holiness, that shows, you understand from past life enlightened. You see, so there is no mistake from your side. You see, so there is no fear to His Holiness. Because you have no mistakes, so the way to understand. You see, from your side there is no obscuration, so there is no fear to His Holiness. So, so in a way, yeah, So anyway, so okay, so why I come to this talk tonight? Do you know? Huh? What happened tonight? What am I to speak this?
Most benefit from this life.
Huh?
The most benefit from this life.
Most benefit for what?
The most benefit from this life.
From this life. Huh? Most benefit being hippie?
No.
That one?
How to practice the most benefit for this life.
Ah,
Not for in this life. In this life.
okay, all right. All right. Okay, so yeah, any motivation though, yeah, that one solve even achieve not only temporary samsara happiness, but even ultimate happiness, nirvana, liberation from samsara, even when achieve that, is what is yes, it is three great purpose of life. That's the middle one, but yeah. So anyway, so there were. You see, we met by the teaching, practice by the teaching. Well, yeah. So even that is not really the meaning of life, purpose of life. The purpose of life is to benefit to a sentient being on the basis of not harm. So all the numberless sentient beings are free them from oceans or samsara suffering and bring them to enlightenment by oneself alone. For the success of that, then yourself must reach a state of omniscience. Other than that, therefore, they listen that sitting all like that. Yeah. So last time I was talking that in reality, you say every sentient being has been once a father, once a mother, brother, sister, every sentient being has been once a friend, enemy, everything. So every sentient being has been once on husband, once on wife, once children, everything. Even that, not only one time, numberless times from beginning to the birth. Everyone has been once a wife, everyone has been once a husband, numberless times. So, but being attached to that, sex, all this didn't free, you're still from samsara, from the oceans of samsara suffering, still didn't free, still from beginningless birth suffering. So that's huge. Can't stand even a minute, second, being suffering samsara from beginningless birth, from that attachment. You have to know that. So I said that before. So that's the reality. So we normally think we don't know, even you don't know, but if you know that intellectually, but then you see, our mind is mainly about now, pleasure today, pleasure this life, like today, now, pleasure. Also, you don't think all the rest things, all the things what I said. Even you intellectually know, but the most people don't know. But intellectually, even those who know, but don't think that. And you only think this life pleasure, only today's pleasure, only now. So kind of that, you see, mind becomes kind of very silly, kind of nonsense. Yeah, very nonsense. Very childish, very nonsense, being like that. Oh, then cheated you. Like that from beginning, let's say, but cheat, not now. From beginning, even things like this. Every time it's new. Never had to contact. Whatever happened in this life, do you think it's the first time? Oh, this is the first time. This is the first pleasure. No, that's totally wrong. Cheat you. Your concept cheat you. Totally. From beginning, our life has been like this. Cheat. You cheat yourself. Your concept cheat yourself. So your concept give all the suffering samsara. Your concept give all the suffering samsara. So usually in the world, people, in suffering that you recognize, give other people, animals, insects, the virus come from the animals, it's from outside. You point outside, people, other people, the insects, but it's your mind. But it's from your mind. You never know. So that you're wrong. So you completely cheated by yourself, by your wrong concept. So though that's not known Dharma. So therefore, learning Dharma is so important. I thought I had to make another noise, but I did enough. That's I might be crazy, over crazy. Already crazy, but over crazy. All right, like that. So this is learning about life, learning about your life. Recognize your life, your mind, your concept. Like that. See? So you understand, you recognize right, wrong, wrong mind concept, then to be correct. Then you know how to live right life, healthy life, beneficial life, harmless life. Then only you come to know. Then otherwise everything found outside, everything. Whatever happens to you, you're perfectly enlightened, you're perfect being. Everything comes outside, whatever happens, everything outside, comes outside. It's like that. It's like that. It's now actually in the world. Okay. So therefore, you see that this was so therefore, the totally deceived by yourself, by your concept is attachment. From beginning to the birth, cause suffer, oceans suffering, skies of suffering. And so therefore, there's nothing to be attached to. The conclusion, so therefore, nothing to be attached to. You see? So there's nothing to be attached to. This is all hallucination. So attached to this, cheat you. Totally from the beginning, why? You are suffering now. Why? This. Why? Start from beginningless rebirth. Very sad, very sad, very sad, very sad. From beginningless rebirth. Not just begin this life. Not just begin from birth. It's like when you start to speak or some, you know, like nowadays you see, understand Dharma, understand life, your life. You're learning your life. You understand? By knowing your life, recognizing then, right or wrong, then you can stop the wrong, you can bring the life right, happy, beneficial, all the good things. Up to enlargement, the most private enlargement you can bring. That. So you can see now that learning Dharma is so important. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. All right. So conclude that. So you see, that to attach it. Then is there nothing to attach? Is there to samsara happiness, samsara purpose? It's all suffering. So a message comes, renounce samsara. Renunciation, body to the right view. Essence of the whole India Dharma, all that comes there. The need to renounce samsara. So it comes from that point. The heart of Buddhism. Otherwise, yeah. So Kasa. Just brief and yeah, my memory is not very clear. So, but even though I just mentioned the brief one. So she is sama joa tatu. She is the best sentient being. Yeah, the basis to be attached to she's somehow the thought of thought of to the action of the sex and the thought, joy, action. Tatu is the complete of that. So I think by committing, by engaging into action, then the four suffering result, ripen aspect result in the rebirth in the lower realm. I think heavy karma, maybe the karma, the larger on predator, then next one, I think maybe animal, maybe not. Maybe it's other way around, I'm not sure. Then the heavy one, rebirth in hell, ripen aspect result. So I saw in one text the result experiencing the karma even for eons. 100 even, something. I saw, yeah. Even like that. Wow. So, I think I mentioned the other time. Nagarjuna said in the jewel calendar, writing to our king, writing the friend, the king. Here, put through 300 short spear. 360, but the 60 wasn't there, I think, text. Before I said 360 or...
Before, previously Rinpoche said 360, but more recently Rinpoche said 300.
I think it takes to... I thought it was 60 somehow, I don't know why. But I thought the text was as a 300. Short spears went through. One day, so when they hear one day, 300 spears short spear went through. Rather turtle, 20 meters, rather turtle, so heavily put inside. 20 meters, no need to say how that is painful. 20 meters. Rather 20 meters. Then even small suffering hell. William is time, I don't know how to translate it. William is time, no comparative at all. So the small hell suffering far more greater than 300 spear put through the body one day. That's not slowly. One day altogether. This is nothing. Even small hell suffering far more greater. Oh, yeah, time maybe those. Then it says that should be separate. Like this, unbearable suffering. Shouldn't be separate. Chawataja Nyamsun Nyanis means 10 million eons. 10 million, but that's 100, like that 100 times. So I don't know what, million or 10 million times, like that 100. So you spell like that. That incredible heavy suffering, you understand? See, small health suffering. That one. Until the karma finishes. This is all from euros. Means your life never will be separated from the suffering. Until the karma finishes, the cause finishes. Your life will never separate from suffering. So, for example, Tibetan independence. So all those 6 million other Tibetan people in foreign countries in Tibet pray every day. Then of course many holy beings pray. You see? So it still didn't happen yet. Sult didn't happen yet. Oh, you have to know that. Sult didn't happen yet. Oh, once it happened, once karma has happened, like that. You understand? Very easy. You can't change it like that immediately. Oh, you don't like this. You know, you can't do this. You see, I always use example, the Tibetan individual, how many ordinary beings holy pray. So, not easy. So, because sentient beings, when they create so many obstacles for that. Create so many obstacles. Instead of success, obstacle for that. So, you know, exactly following his honest wishes. So there are people who, of course, holy beings who do that, but not the common ordinary. So majority, you know, can't do exactly all the time. So, anyway, so. Wow. So like that, I use that example. Then you can understand it. Not easy. On you, if you didn't purify before, if you didn't purify before, did not confess before, once the karma happened, very difficult. You see? My image is that. So, wow, then again, yeah. So anyway, so kata, rapidness result, report the Lord. Then in human realm, due to another virtuous action, you get morality, you get born a human being. Yeah, the three sufferings from the negative karma over as you have to suffer. So possess the result. Then you're born, where you're born, human being is so muddy, so dirty place, muddy, very unhealthy, very contagious disease, so much disease, one after another. Oh, no. So much disease, you know, like the virus, so much. Then, you see, very harmful. The element, the food and the bird, very harmful to your life. You know, so side effect. You know, you eat sugar, then harms. I have diabetes, develops diabetes. They will go worse. So like that is that side food, side effect. Okay. While at the same time, for other people it's okay who don't have diabetes, but those who have diabetes, side effect, sugar and potatoes, there's many things. Yes, side effect. Oh, that's one thing. Then there's maybe other disease with the side effect food. It doesn't cause disease to other people, you know. So but then some people it cause side effect. Or there's a shortcomings over the the one is killing. The one is, I think, killing, possessed result. So that was not such a course, the action. So anyway, muddy, very, what's the word? Very dirty, carcass, kind of, so smelly, dirty. So sometimes we have to cross 5 minutes through that. Sometimes we have to cross 1 hour, 5 minutes, even 5 minutes we have to cross such a place. So there's at that time experience the result, possessed result of past sexual conduct. You have to recognize that. Yes, because you have created karma in the past, so that karma is rapid now, so that's why even 5 minutes explains that such a bad, dirty place to have to go through. You understand? So the many sentences being how to live in such a place, dirty place. No, they can't support, they can't, experience better places. They can't do anything. Now you understand. It's all come from mind, come from their mind. They come. So, then experience the result of the cause. However you are harmed, however do to others in the past, then the others they do to you. So in the West, in the world there's so much abuse. The father, mother, maybe mother less, and father, so much abuse children, and their own children. So all those things came from their own past life. The child, you see, so without learning Dharma, you have no clear reason why this is happening. Why this is happening? So you don't know the past reasons. So you see, blame goes on the father. Blame goes on the father. Total black, the worst enemy. Just like that. We have one nun. I'm not going to mention that name. So she doesn't remember exactly the father abused her, but she thinks may have done. So even by that may have done, she doesn't remember, but she thinks may have done. For years, father. Even though she teach meditation, explain Dharma to people, but this one, father may have abused me, but she doesn't remember. But the father has been enemy. How was enemy in the life for so many years? I don't know now. But you see, even though she's been teaching meditation, talking Dharma, wrote books, so many, you see, but this one abused, her father may have abused. She couldn't remember, but may have abused. Yeah. So she couldn't use for thought transformation. Probably she may be teaching, but she couldn't use for thought transformation. Yes, sir? Pathway enlightenment she can use. I don't know if she's teaching thought transformation or not, but you see, that completely stuck, being negative. The path is negative. But that's the enemy in the world, in the life, for so many years. So she couldn't do that. Transform that most kind person. Then I don't know, in 8 verses, Rawa Chewa Kanshiki, Shindu Meri Nechena, Shinge Tamba Tawala. You understand? You have to practice. That should be the basic practice in daily life. 8 verses. So, Rawa Chewa Kanshiki, whom I have a great hope. Because you benefit so much. So, in return, the person is going to help you. You never had a hope. You never think a person would harm. Only help. Rawa Chewa Kanshiki. Shindu Meri Nechena. And then you get hope to benefit it, to receive it, but instead of benefiting, harm. Even though the person extremely undeserved or extremely harm, give harm. Even though a person is dead, I'll practice that Holy Guru of patience. Holy Guru teaching me patience. There. So this we forget this one. Adverses. For ordinary people to daily practice, you forget this. Then this one you'll skip out. When you practice adverses, you do. Then there, when it comes, then you leave this out. Probably maybe like this. Otherwise, you have to practice this. Oh, you live out. Oh, the father? No, you leave the father out. Maybe the other things. We didn't abuse. But other harms, but it's okay. Oh, I can use for positive. So, very strange. So this you have to live out. Most kinds of them, singing them holy teacher, holy virtue friend of patience. Our follow. Look at that. Then you achieve enlightenment. If you cherish that person, if you cherish that person, you achieve enlightenment. If you practice patience, you achieve enlightenment. If you don't, no enlightenment. If you don't cherish that person, no enlightenment. You have to know that. I also charity. But this one, that you can read is by some. No way to look at positive, look at a kind person. No way. That's a kind of practice with terror. You can never use these adverses. This word you can never use. I don't know how the person will think of that when you reach that. I think you skip out. I don't know, very strange. Very, very strange. So, sorry, what did I say? Yeah, so, so the sentence means how you harm to others, then this life, when you born human being, then others, they see harm you. So like that. So I was using example of the child abused father. And child abuse father, child abuse the samsara, the priest, all that old story. So same, that's all same. So the child decides, past karma happened, the experience of so child did like that to others, abuse others in the past. So the others abuse you to the child this time. All that. Then the father side, creating results from the cause. So the habituation of past negative karma. So therefore, habituation of past negative karma. So this life, the father engaged system of conduct, creating the results similar to the cause. Happens again. So even one thing is bad, not only that, even stealing, but killing, or bad, but still bad. The thing is bad, but still uncontrollably getting involved in that. So the creating results from the cause, past karma, habituation. So then America, there many times one small child, guns killing many people, one man, yeah, there is no connection. Each other, no idea, no connection. Totally, the one man in the museum or something killed many people. So there, Buddhism, yes, explanation, both sides. And from his side, there's created result of the cause. Previous habit, the habitual karma, the rabbin, kill people again. So those other people get killed, even a small child, that is the result of the cause. What they harm to others, they experience the other. Well, one thing, the American doesn't know how to they've been discussing how to control the guns, how to control this situation by killing for many, many years. Still there to understand. When you are motivation subject, oh, you need protection, oh, I need a gun, wow. So that. So then this happens in the country continuously. When you motivation subject. Okay. Then yeah. Oh, then could be the experience results from cause, I think. Yeah, then the wife or husband becomes not harmonious, and there becomes compatible, always competing. The husband or husband or they like that. I was not harmonious. There was a fight, all that thing. Even physically living together, but it's always suffering. Fight and much disharmony. So this happens. So many people are why suffering like this. Then you married and you married today, tomorrow separate. You married this morning in separate. Or next week, next one, next one. So that's so many. So it's like that. Yeah. Even physically living together, but all the everyday fight. It's like living in prison. So how can I be free from this person? So every day, this thing is like living in prison. Those happened. So you have to understand, you can see your past karma, result of your past karma. They all come from your own mind. We have done that. So by knowing that, you can abandon service conduct. You see, you can abandon, So that's why. Also, that's in the life, you can abandon such conduct. You see, there's a 5 lay vow, 4 lay vow, 3 lay vow, 2 lay vow, 1 lay vow. So 5 Oscar vows. So that's like that. So then, of course, now here a purpose becomes Sangha. Oh, now you understand why you become Sangha. so then it is said that ordinary health, so there are some examples in the Lama. Pavakatayana, the Arhata Katayana, Arhato, the Arya exalted being. Katayana was walking on the beach or very isolated place. Beach or something. So he saw daytime the people are, like Deva realm. Goddesses surrounded by goddesses, but unbelievable palace, Sharikang, Sledge mentioned, beauties, but the sensual pleasure, amazing, like Devarim. When the night turns, then everything becomes a fire. Whole house burned fire. Oh, sorry. Then the man's head is eaten by 2-3 dogs. Dogs are eating the head. Unbelievable. And it goes on whole night. Then when the sun rises, everything transformed into kind of sludgement and goddesses, unbelievable, sensual pleasure, incredible. So it was Papa Kadana saw, then they said, they told Kadana that, so daytime, I think they took vow to not have sex. And daytime they took vow, I think from Papa Katayana or somebody else got, they took vow to not have sex daytime. And that time they can't. So that time they didn't take precepts. So that time they have sex. So then there's the result of what happened. So so kissing the head and things. So the dogs were eating there from the head. Amazing. So then again, daytime, again when sun appears, then everything transformed. Unbelievable. Deva life. Sensual pleasure. So like that. So I don't remember. So they sent a message to their home, the previous life. So prove, they were there to prove that some material, I think, I don't remember, something hidden. So then they go there, then they show the material, then they prove, is a sent message from who were there in the family before. So like that, and I don't remember, of course. So then the other one family, at the daytime hell. Daytime hell. Daytime hell. Then nighttime Deva, like /, so much pleasure, Deva realm, totally. Then when sun rises, totally become hell. So on. So they said they were from that village in the Hindu world, and they buried knife or something. I forgot. They buried the knife where the fireplace. they buried a knife there, sword, something. Yeah, I think not vast knife. So they, to prove that they were from that family, those who are experiencing Nara in hell in daytime, nighttime Deva, So to prove, so they sent this material was hidden there in the family. So the Papakata went there, saw that happened. So covered, they saw the knife hidden. So all that proves. So benefits of so the benefits, the first one, daytime, yeah, certain contrast. Daytime keeping vow, nighttime not keeping. So nighttime not keeping vow, then all the ordinary health suffering happened. Oh, so that, you see, so totally different. Why? Daytime kept precepts. The nighttime, the other one, daytime, Deva realm, daytime hell, nighttime Deva, daytime the ordinary hell suffer. So this killing. So, kind of so the killing is daytime. Killing, nighttime killing wasn't done. Daytime killing was done. That hell, nighttime the devil. So that's totally different. Why it changes? Because the ordinary hell. So the past life, the daytime, the nighttime stop killing, living the vow. Daytime didn't stop killing. No. So like that. So so from the thing is the king of the concentration, Buddha teaching, king of the concentration sutra, Buddha said, so this action now, you see, whatever you engage in, need action, te megawa kundu conscious libertines. So this action, non-virtue, totally, good conscious, habituated. So whatever you engage in now, all that's totally engaged in negative action. When you go good conscious liberty, make familiar with it. Totally habituated and familiar with it. That's shortcoming. But also in the future, Chiyang Mingawalatis. Again, in the future, again you'll depend on this non-virtue. Chiyang Mingawalatin. Then you will depend this. You will engage in this non-virtue. Then you follow this non-virtue. Third one, in the future, you depend on non-virtue. Engage in this non-virtue. You will be born following this non-virtue, the third one. So now this non-virtue you are engaging, Mingawa Kuntu comes in Rinpoche, totally get habituated with this. And then Rinpoche make familiar with this. Then in future you will depend on this. So again, you see? Then when you go to you will engage. You'll do this again. You'll in the experience again. You will engage this. You will bond by following this. So three things in the future. So you see. So then you see again that affects something. Again that makes completely habituated and become familiar with that. Then again in the future you depend that, you engage in that, you born by following through that. Also goes on without end. So you make suffering samsara just from that, such a significant dado, you see, whatever it is. That's now led to so endless suffering samsara. You have to understand, endless suffering samsara. Endless karma, endless suffering samsara. You have to know that. So that stealing, telling lie, so anything you are engaged. You have to remember that. This is very brief. This I find so good. The karma, few words, so vast. Is it? You understand? So few words, but wow. There we do with the cards. There's a card, quotation of Buddha teaching Sutra is there. Then at the end there's a mantra, Mahanupachabara. So each time you see this mantra, it purifies your negative karma 100,000 yuans. Each time you see this mantra, it purifies 100,000 yuans. It's just stumbled there, this card. But I think people don't feel much how important it is. Yeah. So this is very important to have in the room. So this one, so important in the room. Yeah, you see, in the room you can see all the time. Yeah, even in the bathroom, I think. Anyway, so important. Yeah. You see? All right, restore, yeah. Chanjo Sanjo Rinpoche Ma Jeba Nama Dejuji Jeba Nyamba Me Ba Ye Kone Kondo Pewa Yowa. Konde ranche adunda meva da junde tende lua meva nye penta game tosa jawai lojo konde toba jinji lo. The past, the best marriage, Buddhism. Tera kundu jawa zonga Tejo Shinyan Oso Tebe To Jave Ngabe Lam Sa Din Keje Sayan Toba Ma Joji Aya Samje Neba Chinya Banyodo Nele Tajuji Deven Enamalu Batatu Chua Mevasho Sanje Neba Chinya Banyodo Nele Tajuji Deven Enamalu Batatu Chua Mevasho Sanje Neba Chinya Banyodo Nele Tajuji Gavana Malu Batata Juma Mapa Show Mejo Namdara Tamia Chindan De La Jase Chepe Nindo Jado Choke Renye Nanju Jerosa Ja Tenda Jawa Then did all the best minutes, 3 minutes, Buddhas. All the students, all the benefactors, and everyone else. My permission prayer was them to come down. Then, just like the Tatung, Buddhist Tatung, followed the Guru Chepa without distracted by this body, life, enjoyment. Then please the Holy Guru the Holy Man, and never displease the Holy Man even for 1 second. Dado ngoye chaba temba dalo solong te kunje yameba. Shinye tamba lepar nyeche ne minye keche ta meje yo due to all realize that did all the past the best matters but maybe realize it is sentient beings more precious than the whole sky filled with grand jewels. I then fulfill the wishes more than which grand to fulfill the expectation. Oh, then the wish grand more than wish grand tree. Then did all the past the best ways I managed to and it's in them who see me, touch me, hears me, remembers me, touch me, all that. Then I see, I hear, touch, remember. Oh, but may all their suffering be pacified immediately, and receive all the perfect peace, happiness, enlightenment. Tōngam tamje tu tinyang ro rakam tambu jaba tamje jang te yama la dunga kunsh namba gong do de don de jo je jo da ba da ba da ba da mere jogla de ba me de ra me jogla be na ma le san de na ma le budas that which is middle level about the mind, the meta mind is the middle level about the mind. The Buddha, that which is also middle level about the mind. Mind. Lead all the sentient beings to also middle level by the mind. Without the Buddha, which is also middle level by the mind. Oh, by myself alone, who is also middle level by the mind. Jaman Baba Chita Jambata Kunda Sampati and the Jinda Kunji Gavata Tanjira Tungo to the Shibe Javatan Jingo to the Navayeta Kirito. So the Kunya Sangbo Churabdu Moraji Jeta Commander Payande Amalu Kala Joa Saime Yeno Kade Zomel Jazola Oze Danje Toje Sure.